another one. When people feel that the whole world is plotting something bad about against them, and they feel that everyone in, for example, if you take the bus, everyone in the bus knows something about you that has been spread online, and you begin to feel anxious, and you have this unshakable belief about something that makes you anxious. And this anxiety can be characterized by a lot of things. You have sweating, then you have palpitation, your heart rate goes up, and then you might even faint from an anxiety or panic attack. And other things include eating disorders. So eating disorder is more pronounced when the subject being bullied is, how do I say this nicely, slightly bigger than others. Okay, so if you understand what I'm trying to say, is people who are slightly obese. So people who are slightly obese, these people are classic target for cyberbullying. Okay? They make fun of them because they are, slightly bigger than others. They make fun about their eating habits, and as a result, they can fall to these eating disorders, which can either be anorexia nervosa, when they realize that they can no longer look this way, so they try to fast, which is out of proportion. They don't eat, they just want to lose weight, and then they take pride and they feel confident every time they see the scale going down. They see scale going down, they feel like satisfaction. But it's not healthy, because when you deprive your body of all these nutrients and vitamins and food, you're exposing your immune system a lot. You're exposing a lot of things to other dangers, and that's why it's no surprise. Actually, it's a surprise. Actually, sorry. So contrary to our belief, we think that depression leads to suicide, and depression itself is the psychiatric illness or psychology illness that gives the highest rate of mortality, the highest rate of death, where in fact eating disorders has been proven to cause even more death compared to other psychological illness. And this is because when you think about it, schizophrenia, depression, they die usually due to secondary effect. They take their life when they think too much and they can't handle it, they take their life by suicide. But eating disorder, you can directly die from it. If you don't eat, if you don't drink, if you don't have enough nutrient and vitamins, how will your immune system protect you? How will your physiology maintains your body to be at its optimal? So you can directly die from eating disorders as a primary effect instead of a secondary effect. So body dysmorphic disorders is another one, but I don't think we encounter this a lot in Malaysia. I think this is more pronounced in America, where the dudes, the guys will be in a sort of sorority, not sororities, sort of a group of football players. Mind you, American football, because they don't they confuse between football and soccer. So they have this unrealistic image of trying to look exceptionally buff and muscular, and as a result, body dysmorphic disorder is characterized when you think that you have physical flaws, that you don't think that you are buff enough or tough enough to fit in the group, although every time you look at the mirror and even someone else tells you that, hey dude, you are already tough enough, you're already muscular enough, you already got the wings and the trapezius and everything. But these people, they don't believe so. They look in the mirror, they have this false perception about themselves. They think they have physical flaws, even though they be ripping shirts like hot. I guess. So I guess that's some of the psychological disorders and also problems that arise from mental health aspects towards the victim.
Okay, so I shop and he say about eating disorder. Okay, so how do you think they will handle it emotionally in real life? And of course it affect in their life. So how they react?
I think I explained it just now. How they react.
How they react actually.
Well, I guess back to the question just now. They develop defense mechanism, they repress their ideas, and then if that doesn't work, they may project their ideas to bullying other things or developing persecutory ideas. And the way it affects them, or the way they react, can even be severe enough to, like I said just now, suicide, killing themselves. But some people recover. Some people have situational advantage. They have good support. For example, even though they've been bullied, they have good family support. Their family encourage them to talk about it. And although this is a form of blessing, because not every family, are open to talk about this.
Yes.
Sometimes you've been bullied. Sometimes you get further dissed by your parents or your brothers, right?
Yes.
Alah, kena sikit je pun.
Okay.
But the thing is, sikit is very subjective. Sometimes you think that sikit to you is sikit to everybody else, but it's not always the case. But then banyak to you is like pinch of salt to other people. So the important aspect that people who became bully victims and how they recover, or they manage to get out of this debilitating condition, is that they have the situational situational advantage or benefit of a good family support. They have good family support or good friend support, right? They can talk about it, and they can discuss about it maturely, and what to do and what not to do. And parents have the power to react as well. What they can do on behalf of their children who are going to school, what they can do on behalf of their family to protect the well-being, both physically and the mental health of the children. So I guess that's the most important aspect of recovering from being bullied, other than probably intrinsic self-determination. Sometimes you are so strong inside that even you're being bullied, you don't really care about it. Sometimes you try not to take any business about it, and then sometimes you use it as a motivation for yourself. Like, one of these days you're gonna work for me, and at that time I'm gonna bully you back. But that's not a good thing. That's a part of the thing we try to avoid.
Okay. So have you ever the case that you face regarding this kind of misbehavior? Until you are doing your practical, or you face this kind of cases? No.
Well, directly, no. But I have a friend who suffers from cyberbullying, and it's not pretty. I think it's really mean. And, I have real friends who suffer from, like I said, being bullied because of the physical appearance. And I guess that is not nice, because, physical appearance is not, most of the time, it's not something you get to choose. Sometimes you're blessed with it, right? And also, to talk on the example that we have in psychology about being bullied. Well, I guess just now I mentioned about the key aspects of the online disinhibition effect. I emphasize on dehumanizing effect, right? Okay, so we understand that there are 5 effects five key features that explains to why people tend to cyberbully or make inflammatory comments about others. It can be due to dissociative anonymity, could be due to minimization of authority, it could be to any of this cycle. So if you can break the cycle, or you can halt it somewhere, that serves as one of the methods that you can stop or prevent cyberbullying, right? For example, there was this feminist who was trolled in Twitter. And it was a very dangerous and very not funny troll, actually, because the idea of feminism is highly contested by a lot of people. Makes sense. But for this lady in America, I forgot her name actually. So he was trolled by a Twitter account of his dead father. So people made a false account of his late father, and teases her using that account. So as a result, it caused severe depression and severe anxiety for her, because it's her father and she loves him very much. And so she wrote a poignant piece on that, and as a result, that piece managed to reach the heart of the people who made that account. And he managed to understand that, despite her being a feminist, despite of her having her own opinion, he understands that she's just human. And this is important. I think you can read about it afterwards. The aspects of humanizing herself again, And that's a funny thing. You have to explain that you're human on social media, right? So that people don't troll you or cyberbully you. But it works. For her,
Okay.
the bully apologized to her.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, nice.
If you can read about it, what happened to that lady
Okay.
who had a cyberbully making a false Twitter account of a late father and bullying her through that account. The end result was that when she project the inner emotion in herself and managed to reach that cyberbully, the cyberbully acknowledged her as being a sensitive human being